Hey everybody, welcome to the Stock Car Spectacle. I'm Ian Jortson.
I'm Nick Kinsel.
And I'm Tom Hoblet.
And we're going to be getting right into our Richmond and Road America preview. Trucks and Cup are over in Richmond, and Xfinity is up in Road America. Always a good race for these two tracks. So for the Truck Series, we got the Worldwide Express 250, 187 miles, 250 laps. Stages 1 and 2 are 70 laps each, and the final will be 110 laps. Last year's winner was Chandler Smith. He is now up in the Xfinity Series, and most manufactured wins here at Richmond is Chevrolet with 6 wins. Tom, who you got winning at Richmond for the Truck Series?
I don't feel good about anybody. I really don't. But I think this guy's been showing speed, showing promise. I don't know how he is at short track, but I'm just going to take a gamble and go with the 2 truck, Nick Sanchez.
All right. He needs a win.
He needs a win. He's sitting there. He's pretty close to the bubble. Anything can happen with these guys. I don't think that anybody outside the playoffs is going to show up and be a real threat. But again, he's right there. And I think with the help from KBM, that Nick Sanchez could get it done.
Yeah, I mean, the guy has 4 poles already this year, and so far no wins to show for it. So his time is coming. It's soon. We've seen a lot of speed out of this guy.
For sure. And again, he's young, he's new, he's figured it out. He's going to figure out how to finish a race one of these days and pull it away. And it could be this weekend.
Yeah, who knows? All right, Nick, who you got for trucks?
Well, I'm taking the guy who got his heart broken by Mr. Kyle Busch this past weekend at Pocono. He was 1 lap away from going to victory lane, and then old Rowdy said, "Not so fast." So I'm going with Corey Heim. I really feel like as the season's gone on, while Zane Smith has had his struggles and his slump, that Corey Heim has been the guy who's kind of taken over this Truck Series right now. He's up front every single week. And I really think he's going to look at last week as an opportunity that was lost. I think it's just going to fire him up here at Richmond, and I think he's going to get some redemption, and he's going to go to victory lane.
It's the last week of the Truck Series too, so that would solidify the regular season championship for him.
This race is going to be real dicey, boys. That's for sure. But I think a guy who's going to capture victory lane, and he's been kind of missing victory lane. Ty Majeski, he's really good on these short tracks, really good late model racer. Came in 3rd last year at Richmond, so I think he's the guy who's going to get it done and finally point himself into the playoffs this year.
It's a great choice.
Yeah, I think he pretty much just needs to start the race, and I think he's in the playoffs.
He's locked in from last year. He's locked in. All right, so the pressure is also off about getting to the playoffs. He can just
go for it. Yeah, definitely.
Honorable mention. I almost went with Stuart Friesen. I just don't think that shop has the capability. But the tantalizing of the call of the playoffs is right there.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's the first truck out, so he'd love to get a win and blow up all that. But
I think we're going to see some crazy racing here, especially with this being the last race before the playoffs get underway. Mm-hmm. I want to see different strategies from guys out there who aren't in the playoffs currently, who are trying to get in. I want to see something crazy. One of these teams is going to take a shot. Someone's taking a big gamble. Who's it going to be? It's going to be exciting.
Yep, gonna be fun. Well, let's talk Xfinity Series at Road America. We got the Henry 180, 182 miles, 45 laps. Stage 1 is 14 laps. Stage 2 is 15, and the final will be 16 laps. Last year's winner was Ty Gibbs, rookie up in the Cup Series now. We really only got one notable that's going to be in this race, and he's flying out here from Richmond. AJ Allmendinger, he'll be in that 10 for Colleague Racing. Most team wins here is Richard Childress Racing. They got 3, and Chevrolet has 7 wins. So you want to pick a bow tie, you want to pick someone to win, go for RCR, Sheldon Creed or Austin Hill. I feel like those guys would be really good here. But Nick, who you got for the road course on Saturday?
So I'm going to take a guy who's currently on the outside looking in, not by much, but this is a guy who he's had an up and down year. He's put together some runs when he needed to. He's also had a lot of bad luck. I'm taking the 48 of Parker Klingerman. Parker, he's shown that he can get it done on these road courses. Anytime we go to a road course, you expect him to be up front, whether it's in the Truck Series or it's here in the Xfinity Series. And I just look at this as a great opportunity for him. And this could be a very interesting outlook on the really shake up these playoff standings here if Parker's able to get it done. So I look for him to conquer Road America on Saturday.
If he's going to strike, he needs to strike now.
Yeah, this is a chance.
Plus, the world needs to keep Riley Herbst out of the playoffs. So
yeah,
even better.
I forgot that we mentioned that AJ Allmendinger was going to be in this race. So I'm gonna throw a curveball. I was gonna pick Chandler Smith. I think that he was really strong. But again, there's no competing with AJ Allmendinger on a road course, especially when he's the only one. Like he's the only big guy to do it. So like you got to go with AJ Allmendinger. I know I'm picking low hanging fruit, but I got a reputation to uphold here.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I picked him in almost every other road course race that he's been in. So yeah, he's there. Really, I would hate to see it. I think he's going to stink up the show. I really hope it doesn't work out that way. I hope he gets some good battles. But yeah, if he's the only one.
Hey! Last year we had Ty Gibbs pass Kyle Larson.
Right. So
for the win,
who knows?
And he did it. He did it. It was the one thing that Ty Gibbs did cleanly last year in the Xfinity. So like, so again, it's Road America. Anything can happen. Beautiful racetrack. Just hopefully they don't throw too many cautions.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So for my pick for the Xfinity Series race, I'm gonna go with a guy who's on a little bit of a hot streak here. Austin Hill just won over at Pocono. He got 4th place at Road America last year, so I think he's going to be riding that high, and he's going to be riding it to victory lane. I mean, this guy, we've talked about it. Him and John Hunter Nemechek are the two guys. One of them is going to win the championship this year, and Austin Hill, he's just been competitive every single type of track that we go to. He's going to go get it done at a road course now.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's solid. He's got the momentum, and big momentum is always been important in the racing world.
I'd say honorable mention. I'd say look out for Sheldon Creed too on Saturday.
Cole Custer.
He's been fast. Look out for Cole Custer. Those two guys are going to be up there in the mix as well. So should be a good show.
Yeah. Cole Custer, Sheldon Creed are always going to be there at the front, but it's just going to be a good race again with these weekends where Cup's not there. There's something missing when they throw the caution, bring them all down pit road, change the tires, and it's something misses there. I still wish there was a better way to do that, but I get why they do it. But that's unfortunately what we're going to deal with. So again, all the love it or hate it, all the passing is going to be done on track.
Yeah, no pit stop battles, which I love to see.
No strategies. The strategy is so much fun to watch throughout the race, like we had at Pocono, and you just don't get that.
Right.
Unfortunate. But let's talk the Cup race at Richmond. We got the Cookout 300-mile race, 400 laps. Stage 1 is 80, stage 2 is 155, and the final stage will be 165 laps. Our previous winners here, Kevin Harvick won last year, and Kyle Larson won here in the spring. So boys, who you got to win? Tom, we'll start off with you, buddy.
I'm describing him as a pressure cooker about to explode, and that's Christopher Bell. He needs to make something happen, and I feel like this is the track that's going to suit him well. Plus, just having a Toyota at Richmond just feels right. And if you can beat Martin Truex Jr., then Christopher Bell can win it.
Yeah. Unless the race gets rained out on Monday, then you can pretty much shoe in Martin Truex.
Yep. For sure. And that's the odds of rain. Again, I saw a preliminary forecast. The odds of rain just right in the middle of the afternoon.
Of course.
Are high for Sunday. So that we have that to look forward to as well.
This is going to be like 5 weeks in a row that we've had rain for a race.
Hey, we didn't have any at Pocono.
Well, I mean,
It's
technically the
drizzle.
ARCA race got rained out, so
which
I
made
still
my
counted
Saturday
weekends.
fantastic because I watched the ARCA race and then I watched F1 qualifying and then I watched somebody else do something. I think I turned on an IMSA race and then I just watched racing all day Saturday. It was fantastic.
There you go.
Sun
It's a
up to
wonderful
sundown.
thing.
Nick, who do you got?
All right, I'm staying in the Gibbs camp. It seems like the past couple of weeks, Joe Gibbs Racing has been the hottest team in the Cup Series. Truex winning, Denny winning last week. I just think it continues, and I think that the guy that everybody seems the most hated driver in the garage right now, Mr. Denny Hamlin. I think he's just gonna feed off of that. He's gonna feed off the last week's win. It's a very good racetrack for him, and I think he goes back to back, and I think he just makes the haters cry more. And so, yeah, I'm taking Denny Hamlin. Joe Gibbs gets yet another win.
All right, not a bad pick. And buddy, I guess you and me are going to be homers for this race because I'm going for the 4-car at Kevin Harvick. Won last year. This is one of his better tracks. He shows a lot of speed here. Veteran driver, needs a win. I wouldn't say need a win, but shown a lot of speed, and his time is due for victory lane here. So,
man, you're gonna pick Kevin Harvick every week until he gets it.
I'm
You're gonna pick him to
hoping,
win. You're gonna pick him to win the Daytona 500 next year from the booth. So, like, this guy. But he won last year, so we'll let this one slide, I guess.
Hey man, can you blame me? I want to win for his final year. Come on.
Of course. I think everybody does, even the Harvick haters. So
Yeah,
it'd be cool to see him get one more.
would be cool. But before cars head to Richmond and Road America, you boys got anything else to add?
I think Kyle Larson, again, he won here earlier this year. I think he's a bit hot, and again, we've been saying that he's checkers or wreckers. Guess what he was last week? He's wreckers.
Yep.
So I think he's got a fire under his butt, and I think he's gonna have something to say about Nick's pick as well. He doesn't want him to go back to back for sure.
No, you don't want to see that 11 in victory lane. No way.
For me, the key for Sunday's race the key for the weekend here at Richmond is they're gonna have to get that second groove in because we've seen the short track package all year long. It's very hard to pass. It's not the best package that we put together here. So the key for Sunday to be exciting, I hope they get that second groove in, so we can have multi-groove racing. Otherwise, I don't know how that one's going to go.
It's just going to be a big strategy game.
Yeah, Xfinity on the road course. It's exciting, but yeah, I'm worried a little bit for Cup cars at Richmond just because of the package.
If you're talking about the package, though, we got to remember that New Hampshire test was supposed to happen, but it got rained out. It's supposed to happen now at Richmond this week. Right. So
yeah,
keep an eye out Monday. Again, like we said, the rain's coming Sunday afternoon, so hopefully that doesn't spoil it. But Richmond's got lights, so they can still race Sunday night.
Absolutely.
And get this test done. I guess they're talking about putting some kind of splitter on the car that'll give a car lift in clean air, but still give it downforce in dirty air, which is interesting. I still think it has to do with the tires and not aero, especially the short track. But
yeah,
we'll see. Again, like Dale Jr. said, this test is going to have a big impact on the NASCAR Cup Series for the next 2 seasons, at least. So it's really important to keep an eye out, keep an ear to the ground for that one.
Yeah, we'll definitely keep an ear out, and I'm sure we'll be talking about it next week on the show. But for the Stock Car Spectacle guys, thanks for joining the show. If you haven't yet, make sure to like our video, subscribe to our channel, and you can check us out on Twitter and Instagram. So that'll do it for us. I'm Ian Jortson.
I'm Nick Kinzel.
And I'm Tom Hovland.
We'll see you guys next time. Enjoy the weekend of racing.